Today I'm going to be walking you through exactly how to get started using Power BI, even as a complete beginner. Let's jump in. So we're going to start at the very beginning, and that is installing Power BI. Now, this is available through the Microsoft Store if you're on a Windows PC. So to access that, all you need to do is either click on the icon down below here, your Windows icon, and then one of the options up in the pin should be your store. Click on that. You can also just search for it in the search bar and I'll take you there as well. Then up here at the top where you have your search, you just want to type in Power BI and you're going to see a couple of options here that pop up. The Power BI desktop is the one that we want. And then there's also Power BI Report Builder, which is something else. But we're going to go to Power BI desktop and it'll either say Git if you've never installed it. In my case, it says update because there is a update available for that. Or if it's already installed, it'll just say open. You just want to click on that button. Now this app is completely free with your Microsoft account and will give you the ability to do all the things that you need to do. Build reports from scratch and create graphs just like we're going to show in this tutorial. Okay, once it's installed, you just click open and that'll take you to the home screen. And from here, you can either start with a blank report or you can import from some common data sources like an Excel workbook or SQL server, OneLake catalog, whatever you'd like from there. Then it also has some recommended files to help you get started. And if you've been in here before, it'll have some of your recent activity down here. What we're going to do is we're going to start from a blank report. And this takes you to the report view. And once again, it's going to take you to a similar menu here where you can import data from another source. And if you don't see the one that you need, you can also click on Get Data from Another Source, and it'll give you even more file types because you can virtually anything that you need to import, you can find the app to be able to import from. Now for us, we're going to import some data from an Excel spreadsheet. I think that's very common usage here. So we're just going to click on Import Data from Excel, and it's going to open up your File Explorer. And you just need to navigate wherever you have your Excel spreadsheet saved. And there's my file right there. We'll click open. And then once the file opens, it's going to take you to the navigator window. And this shows all the sheets and tables in the Excel workbook. So if you have a very complicated workbook and there's multiple sheets, multiple spreadsheets, it's going to list them all out here. Now in my example file, I just have one. So there's only one option there, but we're going to click on that. And it's going to give you a little preview here over on the side of everything that's going to be included in that worksheet. And if you have multiple options, you can click more than one table or spreadsheet, whatever you need to import. And then all you need to do is once you have the tables selected, you just click on load down here at the bottom. It just takes a few seconds to convert the information, again, depending on how robust your table is. Now, I do want to mention too, if you're just getting started with Power BI, you'll also want to check out this free data visualization prompt pack. And what this has is 7 AI prompts that take your data from just a raw spreadsheet to interactive dashboards and even executive-ready slide decks. So this workflow used to take like half a day, but with these prompts, it'll just take about 20 minutes. So if you want that, you can just click on the link in the description and it's all yours. Now you can see over on the side, you have your table that you just imported under your data tab. And then if you click on that little arrow there, it'll toggle down and it'll give you all the elements that are in that table. And then you can see as you click on these elements, it populates those items over on the workspace. So I'm just going to click on all of these just to show you what we have. And then you can take this and resize it so that you have all the information there as you need. Now, if we highlight that again, and let's say we don't need the item number, you can eliminate that. Let's say we don't need the SKU, and you can add those. And so you can customize that as you go with what you need. Now, this data source that I'm importing is pretty straightforward, but if it's coming from another source and it shows up a little wonky or there's some different values in there than what you initially wanted, you can also go up here to the Transform Data option and click on Transform Data. And from here, it allows you to do a little bit of cleanup on your sources. You could either eliminate columns altogether so that if you don't need them in there, you could remove any of the empty fields if those are coming up that way. And you can also filter the text out. Let's say there's certain values you don't want to include in there, or for example, on this source, if we don't want to include anything that's under 99 cents or something of that sort. You can filter those things out right in here. Now, again, this doesn't change the actual spreadsheet that you're importing. It just changes the data that's available to you in Power BI. If you have a lot of tables, a lot of information, a lot of data points, it can start getting really complicated depending on the files that you're importing. So it's a good idea to kind of clean that up as you go. And once you have that all set, you just click up here to close and apply, and it will change everything within there. The next thing that we're going to do, and this is where Power BI really gets powerful, is we're going to head over to the side panel here and go to the model view. Now, what this does is this showing the one table or one spreadsheet that we have in here. And let's say we have multiple spreadsheets inside of here. So we're just going to go up here to Excel Workbook, find our other table that we want to import, click on Open. And you can see here this is the navigator screen again. So we'll select the actual spreadsheet that we want. And as you remember, what we clicked on before was load, and it imported it directly in there. What we can also do is from here, we can click on Transform Data, and it'll take us back to this Power Query Editor here. And now we can start manipulating that data before we ever import it. So that's a step that you can include in there as well. So we're going to click on Close and Apply. And what this does, let me spread this out so you can see it a little clearer. And what this view does is it shows you how it's connecting the data. So in our case, we have customer names in here and customer names over here. And it's showing you that Power BI has auto-detected a link between those two tables, and it's going to match that information up. Now, if it doesn't automatically find the connection that you want, let's say they're named different things in different tables, you can also associate them that way. So let's say total sales here, you just click and run that over, is connected to total purchases for the month there, and you connect that way. You click on Save, and then it makes that new connection. This is sort of a back-end view so that you can connect all those data points together, which is really what Power BI is designed for, is making the associations of all different data collection points into one readable workspace. Now we're going to go back to our report view. And now over on the data side, we'll toggle this down. And you can see we have additional information here from the new spreadsheet that we imported. So now we have all of these accessible to be able to drag over here. And so now on this report view, I'm going to add another table to show our total customer purchases. So I'm going to create a sort of a bar chart here. And then in here, we can resize this, make it however we want. And then now you can see we have the x-axis, y-axis, and we're going to add this information in here. So I'm just going to take the customer name and put that as the x-axis and the total purchases as the y-axis. And there you can see now we have a bar chart representing the purchases that we have pulled from the table. And then you can customize that further as you go down through here. Now, another way that you can add to the report is if you just click a blank space that's on your report view here, then look over at the data pane. We want to see total sales, and you see it automatically imports that as a bar chart because that was the last one that I used. I'm just going to bring it up here, resize it a little bit, but we want to change this view. So while we have that selected, we're just going to go over here to the visualizations panel and click on the card. And now we just have the number of total sales represented in this box here. And so once you have all the cards created representing all the information that you need to share, you can now, it's all fully interactive. So if I'm looking at this, I could just click on, I want to see Sarah Thompson's purchase, and you click on that, and it just gives you that line item of Sarah Thompson, and it gives you the total down here representing that. You click off of that, it gives you the full total again. We can look at Jessica, and you can see each item is now, it's responsive in real time about how you're seeing the information. And then once you have that all created, you can go up here to the top, click on Share, And now you can create a link to be able to share with other users so that they can see this report and interact with it just the way you are. Or you can click share and share it with individual emails so that they can only access it if they have that email. And that way, everybody is on the same page and can interact with the same information that's all been accumulated and curated within Power BI. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.